Boom. All right, so welcome back to the House of Gray. I am Gray, and we will be going over our weekly outlook. So with nothing more to say, let's hop right into this, right? Let's see, load this up. Okay, so Bitcoin, a lot of movement on Bitcoin, a lot of movement in the market the last weeks. It's perfect for us, right? So what did happen? Okay, so if you do come over here, one of the things that I was looking for was price to give me some type of bearish pullback on down to this area where we do have this level. So I could potentially take some buying opportunity on up. Now, we have not had that, and I am not going to erase my markup, right? There's no reason for me to come in here every week or every day and change my bias. My bias, I am a swing trader. I am a position trader. I will be looking for trade setups for a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, and I will hold them, right? I'm not a scalper. I don't come in here and change things. That is one of the main reasons why many of you traders come in here and lose your accounts, because y'all do want to scalp the market every single day. Anyways, let's hop right into this, right? So what is happening currently and what do I expect to happen throughout the week? Okay, we did get some type of bull push on up today. Today is Sunday. You should not be trading on a Sunday, and you should not be trading on a Monday. Don't ask me why, just don't do it, right? I've been trading inside these markets actively for 10 years. I know what I'm saying. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and trade on a Sunday and a Monday. Write it down, keep track of it, and over time, over years, if you continue to lose on those days, adjust. Okay, so what am I looking or expecting to happen throughout the week? I would like for price to give me some type of pullback on down. Now, I don't know where that pullback will happen, but I would like to see price potentially maybe even hit us up in this area, create some type of correlation or some type of confirmation structure, whatever you want to call it. I do want to see price enter this zone. If not this zone, maybe even a deeper zone, right? But as of right now, I do want to see price give us a deeper pullback before continuing this monster trend on up. Okay, simple. Let's move on. US30, right? Okay, well, so let's start off on the daily, right? What do we get? I did say that price would be pushing on up, which we got clearly. I did say, if you go back to my old or my last week's weekly outlook, I did say that if price gave us some type of pullback, it would be okay if it entered underneath the zone. That did not mean that price was going to break on bearish, right? That is okay. I also said if price pulled on to this zone, that'd be okay to look for some type of buying position on up, right? So let's go on down to the 4 hours so we can see things more clearly, right? Delete this. Now, what did happen? Price did give us that pullback that we were looking for. Price did break on underneath the zone, but that was okay because our bias was bullish. We were looking for some type of buying position, and this is exactly where I was able to enter my trade last week that y'all saw for major profits, right? So we entered the trade, price pulled on back up. What am I expecting to happen this week? Well, for price to continue that bull momentum, we have to break levels, and obviously we are stuck at resistance up here. So I am hoping for some type of minor pullback, build structure again to take price on back up. Pretty simple. Move on. All right, so let's hop on over here to gold. Now, I have not checked out gold since last week. I'm not actively trading it, but again, if you do have a chance to go back and watch my last weekly outlook, or maybe even the last 2 weekly outlook, we called this zone out perfectly, right? So now what do we do? Now that price is in our zone, we may go down to the lower time frame and gauge for an entry, right? So let's check this out. Just because we are getting some bullish print candles does not mean that these little candles here will turn price all the way around. You do, like I continue to say over and over, want to see levels get broken, right? So as of right now, if you do manage to get into some type of bullish entry or bullish position, you do want to be careful because you do want to see price break these levels. Only then when price breaks these levels will you see some type of retracement to take price back on up to the next levels, right? So we are going to wait and see how price develops and see if we can find an entry later throughout the week. Okay, moving on. Pound USD. We did draw this up. Again, I'm not going to change much on it, but I would like to see price pull on back to this area here before looking for an entry long. Okay, As of right now, you can see we probably do have some minor bear trend, which there you go, there you have it. And hopefully this bear trend can push price back on down to our zone. But like I said, just because we are in this minor retracement or minor bear trend does not mean price is going to drop out of the sky. It just means we are in a retracement. I do want to see this retracement hit our area before continuing on up. So with that being said, we will not be looking at this. We will just be waiting for our zone to get hit. Now, Tesla, massive. We have been calling this move all year. And check out what happened right now. There is no retest. We did get the break of the level that we expected, but price obviously did not pull back enough to give us some type of entry to go long, right? There's just so much momentum, so much news coming out. But what can we see? I can tell you that there is some type of resistance over here in this area. I'm gonna draw it big. And with that being said, be careful when price does manage to pull on up into this area, as I would like to see some structure to be built before pushing price back on down. Right now, when we get that, if that does happen, or when we get the price pulled back on down, then and only then could we find some type of entry to take price back on up. I don't know where it'll come in, so we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on to NVIDIA, same exact thing. They kind of like mirror each other, right? So what do we expect? We expected price to pull on up, break above our area here, which we did clearly get. Now we just want to wait for price to give us some type of retracement on back down, build structure here before taking price obviously back up, as NVIDIA is $1 trillion company and I don't see it falling below anything that we've obviously seen, except if these tariffs do come out in the future and push price back on down. So that is something you do want to watch.